Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelisa, and on this channel we read, discuss, and obsess over books together. And today I actually want to do something kind of fun. I've seen it all over YouTube and it's time for me to do it. It's time for me to do my first tier ranking video. Yes, I know, long awaited. So I have my laptop here. Today I wanted to tier rank my 5-star reads. So I've got 5 tiers here. Let me start recording my screen just so I can show you guys. So basically what I've done is I've uploaded a photo of all of my 5-star reads from basically when I started tracking my reads in 2022, and I've also created 5 tiers. So my 5 tiers are at the very top: Holy Grail, Saving These, and Housefire. These are like absolutely, I can't live without these books. And then the next tier is 6 stars. They're perfect the way they are. I would not change a single thing about them. The next one is a solid 5-star comfort read. So this means that like, it's not a 6-star. It's not like I'd save it in Housefire, but it's a solid 5-star read. Like, it's 5 stars. The next tier is I'd probably change my rating. So this just means that like thinking back, I probably have like a different rating in mind for this book. And then the last tier is that was the old me, meaning that like we just don't talk about the fact that I rated this book 5 stars. So I'm gonna jump right into it. I thought this would be a really fun video to do. And yeah, let's just get started. So first I have Dance of Thieves. So this is definitely going to be a Holy Grail, Saving These, and Housefire. I love the Dance of Thieves. You know what? I see Vow of Thieves there, so we're just going to put both of them right there next to each other. Look how pretty that is. So pretty. Okay, Good Girl, Bad Blood. Good Girl, Bad Blood. I'd say this is a solid 5-star comfort read. I really liked this book, and I just thought it was really good. So I would definitely say this is like a solid 5-star comfort read. Like, I would love to reread this series. Next we have As Good As Dead. This one I'd say 6 stars, perfect the way it was. I loved how crazy this book was compared to the other ones. So yeah, definitely would give that one a 6-star rating. Next we have 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This one I'd say is I'm kind of torn between like these two. Honestly, I'd say 6 stars. Taylor Jenkins Reid books just gives me like a different feeling, like higher than a 5-star read for me, I feel. So yeah. Okay, One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Sorry, I'm like screaming and people are sleeping. One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is a solid 5-star comfort read. I loved this book. I would definitely reread it, and it is definitely like a comfort read that I think I would read again. The Ex Hex, solid 5-star comfort read. I love this book. I thought it was so much fun, and I would definitely read again, but I don't think it's like a 6-star rating. The White Coat Diaries. I'm gonna put this in, I'd probably change my rating. I rated this 5 stars when I had like first started reading again. It was one of like the first romance books that I read when I started reading again. So I honestly don't know if I'd actually rate this 5 stars reading it again. I really liked the premise of it. I don't remember anything about it. So I feel like I'd probably change my rating. It's probably closer to like a 4-star. The Soulmate Equation. This was a really good one. I'm gonna say a solid 5-star comfort read. I thought it was really good. I loved the characters. I loved the story. I loved the like science component in it. But I don't actually remember much about it. I just remember it being like, oh my god, I would definitely read this again. Heart of the Raven Prince. Oh my gosh. 6 stars, perfect the way they are. It was so good. I loved that book so much. A Game of Fate. And I see a touch of darkness right under it. I'm gonna put, I'd probably change my rating for both of these. I really do like these books. However, I didn't know you could tandem read them at first, so I read them separately, which so kind of felt like I was reading the same story twice. And I just feel like the romance isn't as, or the writing isn't as sophisticated as I'm used to now, but it doesn't mean I don't like these. Like, I'd probably change my rating, or like I need to read it again to see whether I would still rate it a 5 stars, if that makes sense. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, so I just want to say comfort read doesn't necessarily mean that it's like comfortable. Like I feel like this could be like, it's a solid 5-star. Okay, let's just pretend there's a slash there, like solid 5-star / comfort read. So this is just like a solid 5 stars for me. Actually, rock, paper, scissors, what was that one? No, this one was 6 stars. The twist at the end had me insane. Like I was taken aback so far. The Love Hypothesis, Holy Grail, Saving This in a House Fire. Absolutely, I loved that romance book. I thought it was so freaking good. Gallant, this is a solid 5-star comfort read. I thought it was a really good like spooky kind of mystery. I would probably read it again. I've actually said before, like I would love to see this as a TV show or like an adaptation of some sort. Reminders of Him. Probably changed my rating. Verity was good, like for a thriller, but I don't want to say it's a comfort read because I never want to read that again. So I'd probably change my rating. Like I think it's really good. It's probably like a 4.5, but there are some things with it that are like, and I just don't recommend this author anymore. So anyway, moving on. Fourth Wing, Holy Grail, Saving This in a House Fire. I feel like that's self-explanatory. I don't even need to explain that. I love Fourth Wing. Hello. Excellent book. Amazing. I definitely recommend reading it if you haven't. Like the hype is real. Heartstopper, Volume 1. I think this is a solid 5-star comfort read. I love these. I think they're so freaking cute and like nothing is wrong with them. The Only One Left by Riley Sager. Oh, this was so good. I know it seems weird, but this is like a prized thriller of mine. Not everybody liked it, but I loved it. I loved the story. I loved the setting. I loved everything about it. So it is like a holy grail for me. One of my favorite Riley Sager books. Twisted Love, Holy Grail, Saving a House Fire. I love that freaking book. So freaking good. Book Lovers, solid 5-star comfort read. It wasn't a 6 stars for me, but I would definitely reread it and definitely enjoy it. I love Emily Henry's writing. If you haven't tried her, where have you been? No, I'm kidding. No judgment. If you haven't tried it, you definitely should. She's awesome. If you're not really into like the super like campy romances, her books are more, they also have like kind of more like life lessons and like coming of age themes in them, so you might like them. Happy Place, that is a 6 star for me. I loved Happy Place. I think about that book still to this day, and I want to reread it this year along with Beach Read, hopefully. I have so many rereads planned that I feel like I'm never gonna get through my TBR, but we'll see. But yeah, Happy Place was one that I thought had so many amazing themes, and that's why it's like 6 stars, perfect the way it is. Twisted Games, another Holy Grail, Saving a House Fire. Oh, you know what? No, Happy Place also needs to go into the house fire genre because yeah, these two, like these three are all like, I love these so freaking much. The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. This was really good. I'd say a 5-star comfort read. I don't know. Actually no, I'd say 6 stars. It was perfect for a thriller. It was like my perfect thriller. If I were to read a thriller, like it was the perfect mystery and like twists about it. Maybe in Another Life. So this is another Taylor Jenkins read on the backlist. I loved this book. I would put it as high as like Holy Grail. It's one of my favorite books that I've read, just about life and like decisions and like how one choice you make can change basically everything. So I really enjoyed that book, and this is like a book that I'll keep forever for sure. A Court of Thorns and Roses. Do I even need to say it? That whole series is gonna be a holy grail, just so you know, like ahead of time. I don't think I had originally rated the third and second books like 5 stars, so they didn't make it to this list, but they are still 100% like, where's A Court of Mist and Fury? Where is she? She's right here. She's going into Holy Grail as well, because I love these books. I love the series. I'm rereading it right now, annotating it, having so much fun, and it's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. beach read, also going into the house fire genre. I love beach read. It's my favorite Emily Henry book. Happy Place is like a very, very close second, but I've loved beach read since the very beginning. I love the themes in it. I love the romance. I love the story. I love the plot. I love how they fall in love. I love the activities, like just everything about it. I absolutely love. So yeah. Assassin's Blade, Holy Grail. My favorite fantasy series so far. Honestly, I feel like I said that with too much confidence. I feel like right now, yeah, it's my favorite fantasy series ever. It Ends With Us, that was the old me. Don't need to say much about that. Same with November 9. I liked November 9 up until like basically certain things were pointed out to me that I didn't really kind of like book the first time. So that's why I'm gonna say like that's the old me. I still like elements of it, but there's other books that have those same elements. You know what I mean? Icebreaker, 6 stars, perfect the way you are, baby. Baby. You know what? I'm actually gonna put that in my Holy Grail because I actually love that book so much. Like I will read that book over and over again. I wanted to read it again in like the winter because I think I read it in the summertime and it feels like more of like a wintry read. But yeah, I love that book. I think like everybody's kind of like it's a hit or miss for them. Some people absolutely love it. Some people think that it's not worth the hype. I think if you're looking for a super duper comfort fluffy read and like you need one for the rest of your life, this is the one that I'm choosing is Icebreaker. Inheritance Games, 6 stars, perfect the way it is. Absolutely. I love the Inheritance Games, and with that is the Hawthorne Legacy, so I'm also going to put that in 6 stars, perfect the way it is. These 2 books specifically were so freaking good and had me hooked. I think I read both of them in like a 24-hour period. Like I was hooked. And yeah, I would definitely recommend them. If you haven't read them yet, you need to read the Inheritance Games series. It is such a good freaking series. Next we have Every Summer After. So I'm gonna put this in, this was the old me. Now let me tell you why. So the first time I read this, I was like, oh my god, I love this book so much. And then, you know, it got to that point in the book that everybody doesn't like, and I was like, I can see past this. I'll see past this trope because the rest of the book was so good. And then I read Little Miss Love and Other Words, which by the way, 6 stars, perfect the way you are. And I loved it so much that I actually kind of got mad about the other book and that it was so similar. And then Carly Fortune's next book came out and it had that thing in it again, and I just like, I couldn't see past it anymore. So I just feel like thinking back, like it was a great book. It had so many great moments in it. It's definitely close to 5 stars, but I just like, I cannot rate it a 5 stars anymore because like that I can't see past that, and it really just bothers me. So that's why I'm gonna put it in That Was the Old Me. I feel like I'll probably never reread that book just because I don't enjoy it knowing what's gonna come at the end. And that's all I'm gonna say on that topic. Moving on. Percy Jackson. This is 6 stars. I freaking love this book. I think it's like, I had only watched the movies. I think it's so much better than the movie, obviously. My fiance has read all of the books. He read all of them when he was a kid, and now that he's an adult, he loves talking about it with me because I'm reading them, or at least I've read the first one. I want to read the rest, and we always talk about the movie. And now that the TV show's out, we've been talking about the differences, and the TV show is so much better than the movies. It's not even funny. And the TV show like actually reflects the entirety of the book and also fills in some plot holes. So really fun. Definitely would recommend these books and the TV show. You can watch the movies if you want with Logan Lerman. Like it's good, but it's not great compared to the actual books and the TV show that's out right now. So yeah, it's definitely a 6-star book. I think it's so good, even for its age rating. Like it reads like a YA fantasy, so definitely check it out. I would recommend it if you haven't read it yet. Daisy Jones and the Six. You know, I want to say either solid 5-star comfort read, or I'd probably change my rating. And I know that sounds super weird because like you think the word solid 5-star means like it's solid, and then I'd probably change my rating. I feel like it's probably no, I think it's a solid 5 stars. I wouldn't say this is a 6-star. I think that I fell in love with it because I audiobooked it and I was obsessed with the show at the time because I watched the show right after. So I think that's why I gave it like a 6-star originally. And now thinking back, like I think there wasn't like, it was very character driven, not very plot driven, which wasn't my favorite thinking back, but I still enjoyed the writing and like the way that she tells a story. So it's definitely like a solid, like I would definitely listen to the audiobook again. Like it feels like I'm listening to like a radio show or like a podcast because it's like an interview style. And yeah, so I feel like for that reason it's like a solid comfort read. Like I would definitely go back to it, but I'm not obsessed with it, you know. Colleen Hoover, All Your Perfects. I'm just gonna say that was the old me. I feel like this entire author is the old me. I have literally almost all of her books because I kind of went on a binge when I started reading, and then all this controversial stuff came out and I was just like, I don't engage. I'm just not gonna engage. And I think I've just like outgrown her writing. Very good writing for like beginner readers, but like you need some good critical thinking skills and morality like to read those and like make sure that you understand what is right and wrong. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But yeah, basically every Colleen Hoover, I'd probably change my rating or it was the old me. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. Like everybody's entitled to their own opinion about books. This is just mine. Anyway, The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. This is a solid 5-star comfort read along with the Ex Hex. I loved this book. I thought it was so much freaking fun, and it was a great continuation of that little series and that world, and I actually can't wait to read the third one. She has confirmed she's coming out with the third one in 2024, so that'll be super exciting. Next I have Throne of Glass. So this is going in Holy Grail. Honestly, I don't know why Crown of Midnight isn't here. I feel like I rated it 4.5 originally because I didn't want to rate all of them 5 stars, but like Crown of Midnight's in here too. Just pretend that Crown of Midnight is here, okay? And with that is also Air of Fire. I have not read Queen of Shadows yet. Once I do, it'll probably end up in the Holy Grail part as well. But yeah, love this series. As I mentioned, I can't. Like, I just love it so much. I think everything that happens in all of this series is just so amazing and so cool, and the writing is like insane to me. Oh, it's so good. Beauty of Darkness and Heart of Betrayal. So these are both actually part of the prequel series to Dance of Thieves and Vow of Thieves. Both of these I would say are 6 stars. Perfect the way that they, you know what, no, this one up here, hold on, is a Holy Grail. Yeah, the last one was so good and so much happens, and I love Leah so much. I love her character. Both of these books are 6 stars. They're amazing, but that last book was just like, even the first book was pretty good. Like, I think I rated it 4.5 stars. It was really good for a first book. It introduced the series really well in the world, but the second book just had so much world building, and the third book just like, so much happened. It was amazing. Not the Witch You Wed. So this was actually a 6 stars for me. I thought that for a witchy romance, the world building was just so complex and had so much in it that I was like shook. Like, I was actually shocked by how much the world had, and I'm excited to read the next one. This is part of the like supernatural singles series. I don't remember what the next one's called. Not Your Ex's Hexes or something like that. So I'm really excited to read that one next October, or this October coming, because we are in 2024. But yeah, really like that one. Definitely 6 stars for me. Part of Your World. This is a solid 5-star comfort read. Yeah. I remember I audiobooked this book and I really loved it, and I thought it was such a beautiful book, such a beautiful story, and I remember reading it and just being like, this is like a comfort romance for me. Like, it's, even though it's not fluffy, there were issues that came up. I thought that the way that the issues were dealt with and just the conversations that happened and the couple themselves was just so sweet, and the baby goat just topped it off for me. So definitely a solid 5-star comfort read. Wildfire, also a solid 5-star comfort read. It's the sequel to Icebreaker, and I just loved that book. I thought it was so good as a sequel. Definitely not on the same level as Icebreaker. I do think Icebreaker is still reigning in her series, but I thought Wildfire was really, really good. It was just a really cute like comfort read for me, and the setting, the conversations that happen, and like that friend group is just my comfort place. Like, I wish that world existed and I was friends with these people, but I'm not, so it's fine. It's all good. Lore Olympus, also I think a 5-star solid like comfort read. I think it's just like a really cute little series, and I'm really excited to continue it because I don't read a lot of graphic novels, but I really do love this graphic novel. It's so cute, and the romance and like the art itself is beautiful, but the actual like writing and romance is also cute. And I love Hades and Persephone and like retellings about Hades and Persephone, so it's just super on brand for me. But yeah, so let's see what we have. But this isn't too bad. I mean, only 9 of the books that I had rated 5 stars previously, I don't really feel like are 5 stars anymore, or like I'd have to reread it to see. And then I've got kind of like a little like tier of these ones here, of like which ones are my top, which ones are like in the middle, and which ones are just like a solid 5-star comfort read. And honestly, I think this makes perfect sense. The books in the top tier are ones that like I would reread over and over and over again, and I would never get tired of rereading them. Like, they are literally like some of my favorite books. And then these 6-star ones are definitely ones that like I've thought about after reading. I love these books. I recommend these books to people all the freaking time, and like just. And then my solid 5-star books are like, these are just books that like I loved reading. Like, I could not rate these lower than a 5 stars because they're just perfect, and like they make me feel all warm and gushy inside. And well, you know, besides any thrillers maybe, like Gallant didn't make me feel warm and gushy, but it did make me feel like I was watching Haunting of Hill House, which is like a comfort show of mine. So I know that sounds kind of crazy, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop recording my screen and do this outro. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. It's just kind of like a little quick video that I thought of, and also for myself so that I could like sort out in my brain what are actually 5 stars for me. I don't know if I'm going to change my ratings on Goodreads, probably not, but I might change it in my Notion template that I have for my bookshelf, just so that I have like a historical record of what I would rate as 4 or 5 stars or 4.5 stars, or I actually do have like a 6-star rating option as well with like a heart. So those are like my absolute favorite books. But yeah, I do have a whole tour of my Notion template if you guys want to check that out, and how I use it to track my books. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment down below I guess what your like 5-star reads are. Do you have like different tiers of 5 stars? Like, I know that sounds really weird because there's already a 5-star scale, but I feel like 5 stars is just not enough to encompass like our favorite books. So that's just how I feel. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you in the next video.